Throughout the next 5 minutes, I shall attempt to evaluate the ways in which I used, challenged and developed specific conventions throughout my trailer. Immediately when my trailer starts, you can see my title screen. This is conventional in all products and meets the expectations of audiences. As well as this, Monte Cristo is also an established institution in the horror industry. Another convention I used was this old-fashioned scenery. Originally I did this as my production was going to be set in the 1930s. However, I changed this at a later stage as my focus group felt my production was too dated for my specific target audience. From this cross, religious examples are present in my production. More specifically, the use of this by main protagonist becoming possessed means that audiences reintroduce suppressed memories and experiences they found scary, and then link these to my production. In terms of sound, as was conventional, I started with slow-paced music, which then increased in pace and intensity. I chose to do this to link my production to Roland Barthes specifics codes. By increasing pace and volume, clearly I create a sense of suspense. By using church scenery, I can also link my aforementioned semiotic enigma code and reintroduce suppressed memories from horror experiences that they may have seen from previous productions such as Insidious, Saw, etc. To continue this, by utilising dark black and contrasting this with a white light, I can create light and shade and therefore a conventional theme of mystery, making the audience question as to who this woman is and what she wants. In terms of challenging conventions, the main expectation that I did not conform to in my production was the use of a female villain. By doing this, it allowed for me to create a unique production that is not cliché, so to speak, that audiences may be used to and may have found too common in previous productions. Another convention I challenged was to show my villain in my trailer. This was not seen in any of my research film trailers. I thought, however, that because it is not obvious that this is my villain, it only reveals a small amount of the narrative and therefore is still perfectly usable. Throughout the trailer, I continued to drop clues of the narrative via small effects that I thought could subconsciously drip feed the audience clues to the narrative. For example, by having my protagonist deliver the baby in a scarf, then have the villain leaving the church in the same scarf, audiences who may not recognise this at first can make the subconscious link that there is a mother and child relationship. Another example of this, where I gave insight into the narrative, was by giving glimpses of my protagonist being possessed next to the Bible. I would expect for audiences to make the link between this and the connotations of religion. I felt by dropping these narrative hints, it allowed for audiences to create a personal, inferred and negotiated meaning to my trailer. By making the trailer more personal, I would hope that this would attract them to watch the film. In terms of developing conventions, one that I developed upon was the use of contrasting black and white lighting, as you can see now. However, using a strobe style effect adds to the enigma code of mystery. Arguably, this too can reintroduce audiences' suppressed fearful memories due to the fact that they subconsciously link experiences to my trailer. Hopefully I would feel that this would leave audiences wondering as to who my villain is and what she wants.